Welcome to TNTspices. Today, I feel like kind of a jerk.
What do you think? I am some kind of a jerk or something?
We have a new seasoning from Elk Creek. Their One Love Spice Island Jerk Rub. We're going to use this today to make ourselves some wings, along with a few sauces of ours to go along with it. We're also going to make ourselves a pineapple coconut rice and a pineapple salsa. Stay tuned. This is going to be absolutely delicious. To begin this cook, we're going to take 2 packages of wings, not just one, because everybody loves to eat wings and they go super quick. We want to separate the drum from the flat. As for the tip, that's optional. Some people like to keep the tips on, some people take them off. In our case, we're going to take the tips off. We'll reserve all of our tips for future stock.
Just the tips?
Now that we have all of our wings separated, we want to season these. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have a seasoning from a different company. This isn't one of our products. This is Elk Creek Bar-B-Q Company. Now, this is the first we're ever using it, so let's find out how it is. It smells really good. This is their One Love Spice Island Jerk Rub. Now, they seem like us with some of them long names.
Do you know what a tongue twister is?
So, let's give this a shot, season these up on all sides, and then after that, we'll let these sit in the fridge for about an hour. We always like to let the seasonings have an opportunity to get into our food, and then we'll take them out to our smoker to cook these up. So let's get started. Let's make our fruit salsa next, as our wings are marinating or dry brining, whatever you'd like to call it. Here, I have some pineapple. This is about 2 cups of pineapple. In the beginning of the video, you seen that big pineapple. We cut it, took the skin off of it, cut it vertically, and then I sliced it into thin slices, cored it, and then diced it up. Now, the other half we're going to use for the rice. So let's put this half of the pineapple in our bowl here. Next, I have 1 mango that we diced up as well. Here, I have 1 yellow bell pepper that we diced up into thin little slivers. I have 1 plum tomato. It was a large plum tomato that I de-seeded and I chopped up into little chunks. I have 1/2 of a small onion that we diced up real fine. I have 4 jalapeno peppers. Now, I had 2 red, 2 green. A red one's technically considered a Fresno. You could use all green, that's fine. Now, in our situation, I de-seeded our jalapenos and I removed the pith.
Why are the seeds the spiciest part of the pepper? There is no heat in the seed. So inside, you see this white stuff here? That is the capsaicin producing glands of the pepper. The seeds happen to be next to it and they're not hot at all.
We chopped up our jalapenos very fine. We're going to add this in. Here I have the lemon that was in the beginning of the video. We juiced the lemon. It gave us approximately 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. We're next going to add some Norma's Piquet. 2 tablespoons. I have some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to take a tablespoon. Our final ingredient, I'm going to add a 1/2 tablespoon of our Louis seasoning. We're going to mix this up real well. And then we'll place this in our refrigerator to allow all these flavors to combine and marry. And by the time our food is done, this will be ready to go with our food. We have our smoker set at 225 degrees. We are going to allow these to smoke for 45 minutes at this temperature. After that, we're going to come back out. As our wings are on the smoker, we're going to make the rice.
Rice, rice, baby. I'm saying rice, rice, baby.
In front of me, I have a large pot. I have a tablespoon of olive oil that I've heated up. We have a 1/2 of a onion that we diced up. Throw that in. We'll saute this just until it's a little translucent. After about a minute of sauteing our onions, we next have the other half of our pineapple. Now we diced this up into little pieces. This side of the pineapple, I didn't bother to core it because we're cooking this pineapple. There's really no need to get rid of the core. It is edible. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of our SPG seasoning.
Delicious, so delicious.
We're going to stir this up. We're going to saute this pineapple a couple minutes. We've had our onions and pineapple cooking about 10 minutes on a high heat. A lot of moisture was released from the pineapple and the onions. We've allowed all of that moisture to evaporate. Now you can continue to cook it a little further if you'd like to caramelize this some. We're going to reduce the heat from a high down to a medium heat. Next, we're going to add a few more ingredients. I have our Captain's Curse hot sauce. We're going to put a 1/4 cup of Captain's Curse hot sauce into here. I have 2/3 of a cup of pineapple juice. Next, I have 2 cups of jasmine rice. Now, we did not pre-wash our rice here. If you decide to wash your rice beforehand, you're going to want to change the measurements of your liquids because otherwise you're going to have too much liquid in your recipe. We're going to put the 2 cups in here, stir this up. Our final ingredient, I have 3 cups of water. Give this a mix. After we mix this, we are going to cover this and we are going to let this cook until our rice is fully cooked, which is probably going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. We've had our wings cooking at 225 degrees for 45 minutes. We're now going to change the temperature of our smoker. We're going to up the temperature to 400 degrees.
Temperature 111 degrees and rising.
And we're going to cook these to try to get some nice crisp skin. Let's get started making one of the sauces we're going to use for our wings. I have a 1/2 cup of our tropical heat hot sauce. I have a 1/4 cup of honey. I have 3 tablespoons of salted butter. We're going to cook this until our butter's melted, and we're going to stir this until everything is well combined. Once everything's well combined, our sauce will be ready to be used on our wings. We've had our rice cooking for about 20 minutes covered. We are now going to turn the heat off. We're going to allow this rice to sit covered still for another 10 to 15 minutes.
Meanwhile,
We're going to take these off, bring these into the house. We've brought our chicken in from the smoker. We're going to make 3 different versions of these wings. I'm going to take our Captain's Curse hot sauce. We're going to pour some of this directly over. We're just going to toss these. Our next version is going to be the sauce that we made up with our tropical heat hot sauce. We're going to pour that on and mix this up with the remainder of our drums and flats. We're going to just take some of the seasoning and sprinkle a little extra seasoning onto this and toss these up. As for the rice, when I transferred that out of the pot and into our bowl, I added a 1/4 cup of fresh chopped cilantro, mixed it all in. We thank you very much for joining us here at TNTspices. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and as always, to each and every one of you guys out there, God bless you all.
The